Hello teachers, welcome to our first program, Anpi TV. Let's learn together, let's enjoy it.
Hello teachers, welcome to Anpi TV. My name is Jelsin Ramirez. I have been working as a teacher for almost 3 years now, and in this session I invite you to see the story of Mr. Elio Alfaro, the best teacher of a secondary school in Nicaragua.
My name is Elio Alfaro. I work in a public school. I have been working there all my life. This is in the municipality Villa El Carmen, Managua, Nicaragua. I am a secondary English teacher. Being an English teacher in a public school is different because we have some limitations at the public school. But for me, it's like I have to create some materials. I have to invent different things in order to have a good class for my students.
Good morning!
Good morning, teacher!
All right, so I see you are very happy to be here. Do you remember the last class?
Yes.
For example, I doing some maps with them, doing some activities like in real life situation. So in those activities, a student use the language like being in context, like using English for different purposes. The situation is not easy because we are working with teenagers and they see the things like I use one phrase like they only see in black and white. But I had to let them know that there are more colors to see the life from different angles. So one of the strategy I use is like being friend of them.
Teacher, I need your help.
Okay.
In this part, say.
So they don't see me like the teachers. They see Teacher Elio like another friend. I was selected the best teacher of Nicaragua. But before that, there are different stages that we had to complete. Firstly, you had to be the best teacher of your school, and then you had to go to the municipality, and then you represent your city, and then it's the national contest. Being an English teacher also is like being updating all of the time. So I have taken different courses at CCNN. I have taken some courses online. I have participated in different workshops. So I have a lot of certificates. So my curriculum is good, and I feel very happy. I feel proud of myself, and I think that this victory is for all of the English teachers in Nicaragua. And I think that English teachers here in Nicaragua, we are doing a good job. And I think that we are going to be better. There are a lot of projects in different institutions that in the future I want to see that English is like a second language for all Nicaraguans.
Para mí, un buen profesor debe ser original,
comprensivo, espontáneo y creativo,
dinámico.
Now we are going to talk about professional development. For this session, we invited two specialists who are going to share their experience with you.
I think it's very important for teachers to break the paradigm of conceiving professional development as a formal process that necessarily has to come from outside the government, their institutions, or just outside. I think it's actually an ongoing process, a continuous process that should come from within, or can come from within, by informal means. For example, independent reading, research, collaboration, observation, and it will in the long term definitely contribute to their professional growth and development.
I think it makes sense because a lot of people sometimes think that their professional development is not necessarily something that is in their hands, but it's something that has to be guaranteed by the institutions, you know, where they work, or that their professional development starts and ends, you know, in the university, and they don't see it as something that they have to contribute to.
When it comes to what to add to your professional development plan, I think it's very important not to focus only on knowledge, or, well, when we talk about teaching, not only about methodologies or systems of teaching, but also other soft skills, other aspects of teaching that are a little more intangible, if you want to call them. For example, multiple intelligences or emotional intelligence. You know, as a teacher, you should learn how to manage your emotions and respond to students' emotions in the classroom. So my point is that you have to go back to the students. You know, you have to look at the students' needs, what they're demanding, what they need at this point, and then after understanding that, you can come up with a plan for your professional development.
I think it is also important not to be afraid. You know, there are some people, you know, some teachers that they have, you know, conceived their profession as only what they learned in the university, right? And they say, I'm a teacher, you know, I learned to teach writing, to teach speaking, you know, to teach vocabulary, and they don't want to they don't want to go beyond that, right? They're probably not necessarily that they don't want, but they're probably afraid, right? Because I think that they probably lack a little bit of confidence, you know, and they're afraid to try new things, right? And that should be part of their professional development, right? That even though I was not necessarily trained, you know, to be an expert on technology or to be an expert on, you know, on different new trends, okay, in the language profession, they should not be afraid, you know, to take on, right, new challenges.
There is this famous expression or saying that says curiosity killed the cat, but I would say curiosity kills ignorance. And I think teachers must be curious, you know, we have to be curious. And nowadays I think it's a lot easier to feed that curiosity, or to find, you know, ways to develop ourselves professionally by different means. We have a lot of help in technology. For example, we can access this so-called MOOCs, the massive online courses, for free. Online you can find a lot of very formal and very well structured trainings that teachers anywhere can access for free. We have also, well, YouTube is a great source of information nowadays. You can find out pretty much about anything there, and there are many other free resources. We have also EPUBs, which are electronic published books that are for free. If you read, I don't know, 10 books a year, I'm sorry, you would gain knowledge that you would probably gain if you took a master's or something like that.
I like that, you know, it's true, you know, where you know what they say, right? That when there's a will, there's a way, right? And if the teacher, you know, is motivated and is, you know, has enough commitment to the profession, he or she will find a way, right? To, you know, to work on their professional development, definitely. And I think it's something that all teachers, you know, should set out to do, because they wouldn't be doing it only for themselves, you know, but also for their, you know, for their students. At the end, part of, you know, one of the roles of teachers, you know, is to serve as a model for their students. And if you don't have teachers, you know, who show, you know, the commitment to the profession by working on their own professional development, then how can you transmit that to your students if you don't do it as a teacher yourself?
Welcome back. Now, I do have a question for you. Do you use technology in your classroom? If not, I do have a useful video for you. This is about integrated technology into the classroom. Just let's watch it.
Hi, I'm Gabriel and I'm an EdTech consultant for the Binational Center. Today we're going to be talking about social networks and the use of technology in the classroom. I want to start off by showing you what I'm doing with my classes, and one of the things that I encourage people to use is the social learning networks such as Edmodo, which is it's free and it doesn't require a lot of preparation and time on the part of the teacher. What you see here is a class, my level 11 class, and as you can see I'm able to upload assignments, quizzes, and to keep communicating with class. How do you feel that technology is improving your lives and the learning of English? And also I'm able to upload a series of multimedia apps such as video, websites, and tools, and integrate them into the classroom. In this one, for example, this is a story that we cover in the class. They were supposed to read about this girl who made the cover of National Geographic in the 1980s. So what I did is I prepared this beforehand and I uploaded everything in the platform, and then after they read and we talked about in class about her story, they recorded a 1-minute video, and I included some information, some background information on her story. Then I uploaded a video for them, so they're supposed to watch the video, and then after they watch it and they hear the video, they can comment about what they think. Here, for example, you have my students commenting on the story, and everything is done online. They only need their phones, their cell phones. They record the video, they upload the video from any computer with internet access, and then they can easily share with everyone the comments.
Hi everyone, I'm Glenda Torres from the Office of Education USA, your official source of US higher education. I want to invite you teachers to make use of this wonderful resource. If you're interested in studying a short program, an online course, or even a master's degree, we can help. We can help you with the process. We can help you with finding a good institution, what type of exams you need to take, what type of essays you need to write, and even choosing a good scholarship. So we invite you to come visit us at Education USA.
American Corner is a library from the American Embassy, the Binational Center, and the Central Bank Library. This is located at the public library. There are a lot of books, magazines, videos, and audiobooks. This is a big opportunity for the English student, English teacher, and general publics. We have a lot of books about the art, culture, American writing, Nicaraguan writing. We have a lot of video about history de jazz, history de blues, American cinema, American president. In Facebook, you can find American Corner with the names American Corner Nicaragua.
We're going to practice going to. As you can see here, we have a schedule. These are Catherine plans for this week, okay? So we're going to do the following. We're going to pass the ball, I'm going to play some music, and the person who keeps the ball is going to come to the front, and is going to take a paper. In each paper, you have a question, okay? So according to the question that you have, that's the question that you are going to answer according to Catherine's plans. There you go.
I want your body, won't leave without it. So turn up the party. I'm feeling nice.
Good. Okay, Elliot, there you go. Okay, so you have to read the question now to your classmates.
Who is Catherine going to eat out with?
No, no problem. You're just going to say the answer.
She's going to go out to eat with Martha and Kimberly.
Very good. Claps. I usually apply this kind of activities in my classroom because this is something which is very, very creative and we don't need to have a lot of resources. As you can see in this activity, I'm using just papers and I cut them and then I can have my students practicing new topics. Of course, I have to explain before and after that this is like the practice stage of the class. What they have to do in this activity is that they are going to pick a paper according to the question that they have in that paper. They are going to answer a question. So this activity is about going to. We were practicing a little bit previously, but as you can see, I'm not handing them a lot of copies because it would be kind of boring for them to be reading just and then answering questions in paper. It is better to have this kind of activities in which students have a lot of movement, you know, and they can practice what they have learned previously.
Well, this is the end of this program. Thank you for watching us, and remember that Anpi TV channel was created to support you in your professional development and to provide you and your students with opportunities and resources that you can use. So see you in the next program.